2-inch junior from Chicago, Illinois, Carl Nick.
When the tournament, March Madness starts, people always bring that game up and stuff like that. But it's amazing. Just don't seem like 40 years, but it really don't. But like I said, for me, it's just like yesterday still. What a memory. What sticks out is how simple we were as a group, but really a good group in terms of how we played together and how good we were defensively and stuff like that. It's amazing. And then, of course, just going undefeated, just for me, not thinking we was going to lose, so those things kind of stick out for me.
Heck of it. That was Carl Nick banging it down, and Indiana State's back on top 21.
And over the years, a lot of guys didn't get enough credit for what they did, because some guys sacrificed a lot of their game for the team, was defensive guys and stuff like that. But it was a unique group. We were from different parts of the country and stuff like that, but we came together. It was just one unique thing, and I've never been on a team where at that moment I didn't sense any jealousy or selfishness or anything like that. It was one of those magical moments, But this was a turning point for me. It's when I left Indiana State and came back. I turned into a killer. That was kind of the turning point. I already had all that stuff from growing up in the south side of Chicago, tough environment, blacktop basketball, wasn't no AAU, Park District, you play hard, you fight, and all that. But the turning point was when I got myself under control, my game under control, went to junior college, came back. That was a big turning point for me. When I left here, I had a stint in the NBA, and I had a bigger stint in Europe, and I had some time playing in South America, still playing professionally and stuff like that. And then I started playing some AAU ball. So I played a long time at the Indiana State and actually on a professional level. Then I got into coaching. Then I started working a job. I worked in the prison system. I wore a lot of different hats. Returned from Europe, I would spend some time here in the summer to finish my hours to graduate. And a friend, Eric Curry, teammate, was working down at IYC in Plainfield. And he said, "Hey, Nix, hey man, you still playing ball?" Yeah. It's a good run down the penitentiary, the prison. Come on down there and play some ball. Sure, I went down there, and the supervisor of that facility, the recreation supervisor, recognized me and kind of pulled me aside with the help of Eric Curry and said, "You know what, you'll be a positive role model. Would you consider working here, this, that, and other?" And I was like, "Well, sure." And then my life came full circle again when I got a call 13 years ago from Larry, asking me, "Do you still watch college basketball?" "Yeah." "I need a scout. Can you come scout for me?" And I was like, "Well, sure." So that's how it all happened. But I've been involved in some capacity since I left, and also coached in the Pike Township School District in Indianapolis, where some phenomenal players was in that township. I coached in the middle school there. We had very successful teams there. So I've done a whole lot of stuff, but I stayed in basketball all those 40 years.
Reed open. Indiana State takes the early lead.
Shoot, man, I'm from the south side of Chicago. I had no idea that I was gonna ever get to that level in college basketball. I was happy I got a scholarship. So, I'm in the final two, and I'm like playing against a great team too, and the Magic Johnson, and I'm like, okay, we lost the game, but man, this is great, man, that I was in this. I hate losing, of course, but when I reflect back and watch this game, man, that was me. I was creating something that history. Come on, this is Terre Haute, man. That's some big time stuff. I'm so proud of that. when people think about that game, Terre Haute, Indiana comes up. That's big time. Well, this is the biggest blessing to me. All those guys are still alive and nobody's in jail. They're alive. They're alive. I'm like, whoa, that's really something special. Now, one guy might not can make the reunion because of family commitment, but everybody's still here. Come on, man. 40 years ago? Whew. That's really something special.